next we will try to create this table over here, and let's do that. We can do the same thing that we did before, just add another plane, and let's scale it down on y-axis like this, and on x-axis too, like this. I think a little bit more, and let's move it up a little bit, and just like the last time, we will add our solidify modifier. Just type solidify, or it should be like this. It should be in your recent memory, or sorry, in Blender's recent memory. It should be there. Just add solidify. I think 0.2 is enough, and I only want it to be on the rim. Let's add a little bit more thickness, 0.4. I think so. Yeah, 0.4 looks good, and only rim. Now we need to create these legs of a table. How can we do that? So we can easily do that by going to our add menu, Shift A, mesh. There's a cylinder option. Now I think it would be appropriate to introduce you to this menu, this menu at the bottom. Oh no, it's gone. Okay, so you have to be very careful with this menu, as it tends to go away if we press any button. So let me add my cylinder again, and when I open up this menu, it will tell me how many vertices this cylinder has. So 32 would be an overkill for something like this. I think we should use half of these. We can only access this menu once when we add our object. If I press any other button, this menu will be gone. So you need to keep this in mind. You will get used to it, don't worry, but always keep this in mind. If you want to decrease resolution of your object beforehand, then you can do it from this menu. So let's scale it down like so. I think let's scale it some more, and now let's scale it on z-axis, S, Z. This will make it longer or taller. So yeah, so now we have created one wooden leg for our table. Let's go in our top view and press Alt Z, and then place this one, this leg, first leg, over here. Go back to your front view, G, Z, move it up, and let's tilt it a little like this. I think like this, yeah. And then let's hide it. Now let's go back into our solid view. Now you can see we have one leg available. Now I don't know about you, but I'm very lazy and I don't like to do extra work. There are two ways we can go about it. Either we create duplicates of this leg 3 more times and then try to place these copies in a symmetrical manner, or we let the software do the heavy lifting for us. So at this point, we will take a look at the mirror modifier. It does exactly what the name says. It mirrors objects on X, Y, and Z axis. We come over here to our modifiers tab and search for mirror modifier. We want this leg to go over here and then over here too. So I want this leg to be mirrored based on something. So mirror object would be our first plane. So let's select our table leg, and now with this drop down menu, if I come here and select this plane like this, you can see we have automatically created another leg and it is perfectly aligned. I don't need to worry about things, right? If I do this on y-axis, now you can see this table has 4 legs and these are perfectly aligned too. Okay, not perfectly aligned, but so let's rotate this leg. So now you can see it looks natural, right? So now we have magically created 4 legs for the table. But in reality, we just only created this one leg. If I disable my modifier, you can see we just only worked for one of these and rest of the work was done by Blender itself. And this modifier is very useful if you want to create objects that are basically symmetrical. Let's say you want to create a human. You will only create half of that body and rest of the work will be done by this modifier. And that's how we can create complex stuff very easily, and that too in a symmetrical fashion. That is the benefit of using this modifier. And best part, all of this is non-destructive, right? If I apply this modifier, then and only then I will have 4 separate mesh objects. So let's undo that and let's keep this over here. And just like we did before, I want to put this table and its legs into a separate collection. So select our cylinder and our plane by pressing Shift and then press M. M for new collection. I will rename it to table collection. So now we have created a portrait and this is our second object. And we also ended up taking a look into another modifier. Control S to save and exit.